Hey guys, DC here, and this is my review of Hyperbrawl Tournament. This game is an Apple Arcade exclusive. Okay, so the game is loading up here. This game does take a little bit of time to load up. You can see my Game Center ID being recognized in the corner there. This game here, Hyperbrawl Tournament, gives me a reminder of a Blast Chamber back in the day on the PlayStation. As I go into my save data here, just gives me an idea as far as what games I have saved. I have one game saved here, and I haven't been in this game in a little bit of time here, so it's been quite some time since I've played this. I played it when it originally came out on the arcade, and now I'm just getting back into it here. So there's different options. You can see there's the online option, offline with the campaign, and there's the training that we're in right now. So there's a skill challenge, the trials, and free play. And I think we're going to start off with training first here, but I may just go through a few more of the options you see here on the main menu. So there's the player cards, cups, some stats, and awards. And you can see here, this just gives me a player profile, player card. You can see my matches played, 11, matches won, 10, how many goals I've had, average amount of goals, my kill to death ratio. So that just gives us sort of a profile on my play. These are the cups I've won. I think that's part of the campaign where I maybe just completed one cup. Right here with the stats gives me an idea as far as what players I play with the most, and these are just sort of the random awards. So customize, I think you're able to customize your skin and what they're wearing. There's probably unlockables within there. Probably won't get into too much detail here, maybe later. But I think we're going to start with free play here, just to show you guys how to play a little bit of tutorial here. Again, I haven't played this game in a while, so I need to just refresh myself a little bit. Again, this game really reminds me of Blast Chamber, like I said earlier. I was a big fan of that game when it came out on PlayStation 1, the original PlayStation. So again, there is the ball that you can grab. I'm going to pause the screen. L1 is a dive, R1 is a throw, L2 is to do your Hyper Force, which is like a special move. R2 is the weapon. And then you have X to pass, Y to switch your player, all those good things. Again, you can go back to that to see. But I'm just kind of practicing here because I do know the controls more or less here. But I just want to practice kind of how to move around and how to aim again. But you can see me kicking around, jumping around the arena here. Just doing some practice, getting myself warmed up. A little bit later on in this tutorial, or a little bit later on in this gameplay, I'm going to try to go online to see if I can compete with somebody. Or just score to myself. So one thing about this game, you can score on yourself. And that right joystick here, it's used to aim, but you can use that to also curve around. So yeah, they give you a lot of freedom on your aiming, where you can kind of curve around different players in the board game here, or the arena, however you want to refer to it. So yeah, that was just me warming up a little bit. Again, I've played the game before, but it's been some time. Just wanted to warm up a little bit. I think I'm going to try to get to an online game. I'm not going to do the campaign or the offline version. I want to show you guys what it looks like when you're competing against another person online. See how stable it is. So yeah, Blitz Mode, you can play online matches and earn rewards. So it's best of 3 rounds. And now it's searching, so you can see up there at the top of the screen there's the little yellow progress bar that gives me an idea as far as kind of the search, and I can always cancel at any time by pressing Y. When I first started playing this game, this mode didn't even work, the online mode. Not enough players were available, so it always sort of crash or not find anybody. But I think this time we're going to be able to find somebody to compete with. So we have found a match here. Do you want to join this game online? I do. It's asking me to choose the arena. I'm gonna go with just probably random here. And now this gives you a look at some of the players here. Ti, Sir Gallant goes in, Bazooki goes in. And Bazooki, if you saw my other screen when I was going through my profile, Bazooki's probably who I play with the most. So I'm probably gonna choose her. If I click on X, it shows me the objectives. But it is a two-player team here. So Bazooki will be my first choice, and now I'm just looking for a weapon to use with her. I usually go with that sword. I can choose her skin now. So pretty much her uniform, what she's going to look like during play. So I'm locked with that. Now I can go through my other player options. I usually like to match somebody who's quick and nimble with somebody who's a little bit bigger and stronger. Lido, Tristan, Brawl bot. So now you can see some of the other players here again. So I think I'm choosing Toro, which is like the bull character, and more than likely I'm going to give him the hammer. And you can see the sort of that countdown when you're online. They give you just a certain amount of time to choose all your options before they start the match. So they give me a little timer there in the middle. But yeah, I'm going to go with the sledgehammer with him. And then looks like my competitor has already chosen his team. So we should be ready to go here in just a moment. Alright, so it's loading up. They always give us a quick tip before we start the Hyperforce attack. So Hyperforce, I think it makes you invincible to a certain extent, if not mistaken. And then this is just a quick little warm-up they give you again here, just to get used to everything while the game. And again, the game is kind of lagging and freezing up a little bit here.
Get ready, brawlers.
But it does sort of clear up once I get started. Alright, so this is Blitz Mode. Match is about to start. And again, for reference, I am the red team. And again, I'm competing against that teal aqua colored team there. So they wouldn't have scored on me. Again, I'm a little rusty, but you know, this match just turned around pretty quickly here for me once I get the hang of things. Alright, so I scored on their goal. And again, the goal is to get the ball out of their hands, right? So if the other team has the ball, you can punch and kick, punch and kick until you can grab the ball and score. So the game gets pretty aggressive. That's why you're able to get the weapons and all that in there. So yes, you can see I have the ball, and again, I'm just kind of going through some muscle memory here. Remembering how to see it, and again I scored on my goal again, so they got lucked out. And you can hear the announcer potentially here. He has a lot of different jokes and little punchlines that he says throughout the match. So he can be funny, but he can kind of get corny too after a while.
You're literally on fire.
This game is pretty cool. I like the concept of it. The controls aren't as sharp and as I would like a game like this, but I really like this sort of concept and design, where you can have the 4 active players playing this.
Wow.
So this game is pretty cool. I just recommend that they did something to make the controls a little bit tighter and sharper, maybe a little bit more intuitive. Okay, end of the match there. So that was a draw. And remember, this is best of 3. Alright, so that first game was a draw, and we're only playing to 3. So let's see what happens here. So essentially, it's tied up now. That was 4-4. Okay, now I just scored again in the second round on their goal.
Wow.
I scored on my goal again here. See, I've been good for that. Because the thing is, I hold the longer you hold the ball, the stronger the shot is, right? So if you miss, the ball just goes crazy. It'll go anywhere, right? So if you miss, because I always charge up the most, Always charge it up to its full sort of speed. But if I miss,
You got this.
a lot of times I pay the price for that. Pay the price for
On
that.
fire. Knockout.
So, but what's good is if they are standing in front of the goal and I'm charged up completely, it'll just blast through them. It will usually knock them out. So that's why I like to do that, especially with
What?
players who stand in front of their goal a lot. You can see my team is barely in front of goal, and they're pretty frequently in front of their goal, playing a lot of defense. So my team's a little bit more offensive. They've been a little bit more defensive, but obviously I've had more possession,
You gonna cry?
larger time of possession of the ball than they have, which we'll see towards the end of this match.
By the power of Hyperbrawl.
It gives us some stats on time of possession and goals and MVP and all those good things.
A shot. Fatality.
We got a match going here, so I think
See
I've
that?
made my lead insurmountable here. So I should be able to walk away with a point for this round, the winner of this round here. So yes, you can see there that I got
Round 3.
a point for the round.
1. Brawl.
Now we're going to round 3. This could be the championship round, and it pretty much is.
You're on fire. You're literally on fire.
You see there, I use sort of like a power up there
You got this.
a little bit. You can see my little power up thing has been
I can
depleted.
taste the salt.
Just for a second, I
You
used it.
gonna cry?
She's sort of swinging her sword around.
Goal.
All right, so we are tied up here in my first match in quite some time. And again, I like to kick. For me, to get the ball out of their hands, I like to run and kick. That's my favorite thing to do.
What?
Punching is okay, but again, my character doesn't really have strong punches, so I prefer to run and kick. I really try to avoid the close hand-to-hand combat
Knockout.
based on who I'm playing with. So again, Bazooki,
Boom.
she's more of a quicker type player. You can see how she's getting around this arena. All right, so the clock is ticking. We are still tied 2-2. I am trying to do what I can to score. Alright, we're up. 8 seconds left in the match, and we are up.
You got this.
And that was clutch. That was with 2 seconds left, they scored. Tied it up. Game over. Now, they tied it up, but again, we did win 1 round out of the 3, so the red team, Team Alpha, has won. You can see our goals: possession, knockouts, passes, interceptions, and weapon success. So yes, you can see I'm MVP. I have knockouts, possession, my individual possession, and goals scored. And that's what it looks like for a match in Hyperbrawl Tournament. And now it's going to give me some congratulations. I've unlocked a few more things, a few more characters, and that's pretty much my review on the game, as you see them kind of award me a few things for leveling up. I hope you enjoyed this review. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more reviews and videos. And as always, you can't win if you don't play.
Thank you.